Hi guys, welcome back to Always Games TV. I'm Roger Knowles, and I'm joined by...
me, which is Frog, a.k.a. Dan.
Or
Dan, a.k.a. Frog, whichever way you prefer.
And I'm also joined by the wonderful...
I'm Carl.
Carl Jones. First one for the first impressions for you, sir?
Yes.
You've been on holiday for 2 weeks.
I have.
You're back, refreshed, fully energised.
I'm back to civilization. I've been on a very dodgy 3G connection for the last 2 weeks. I've been cut off from the world.
Oh, the humanity!
It's like the shakes of like no internet.
I was sensible. I preloaded my laptop with lots of games before I went.
Good lad, go prepared. You don't need to take like some rope, shovel, the supplies with you. No, you take a laptop.
And a gaming control.
Welcome back for another First Impressions. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at Zombie Vikings by Zoink Games. Zombie Vikings is a 2D story co-op action brawler.
Which is a bit of a mouthful.
It is a little bit of a mouthful. So, let's start off with how it looks.
Right, graphically, if you're a fan of graphic novels, Saturday morning cartoons, or anything like that, you're going to take one look at this game and think, I'm interested. It's as simple as that. I mean, the fact, obviously, that we're going to get onto this in a minute, it's ridiculously funny. The guys at Zoink Games have done a beautiful job. Mm-hmm. I mean, just watching it, it's almost like a graphic novel, just moving.
What I like about it as well is that it's the actual art style is so recognisable. Like, if you could see another element of the game later on that you might not have played, you'll know straight away it's Zombie Vikings.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
It's like straight away. And it's very much the similar style to their previous game, Stick It to the Man, which was very much a 2D platformer. But with this one, you can see a similar aspect in art style to it.
Yeah.
It's 2D and it doesn't apologise for the fact it's 2D.
Yeah.
No.
The characters are paper thin.
Yeah.
You actually literally see them swap sides.
And they play upon that, which is really good. I like that.
Works really well.
Obviously, me and you, Carl, we got a chance to play at EGX Res earlier this year.
Yeah.
Got a very, very brief early preview of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, at that time, I didn't feel like I had to get a chance to really have a good go because it was so brief that we had to have a chance to have a go on it.
It was sort of one run up to get used to it, and then a bit of a boss at the end, in which I think we all died.
I think we did actually.
Yes, but yeah, it's just it's a different environment. You've got everyone watching you for a start.
Yeah,
it is make a complete fool of yourself on a game you've
and that was
picked up 2 minutes ago.
First events that we did for a lot of interviews as well. So we had a fantastic interview with Mikhail from Zoink Games, and it was in fact, that was our actually official first ever interview for Always Games TV, which is awesome to think about that. We're now finally, they've sent it over to us to actually do a review on it, and it's, I think it's quite cool. It's nice coming full circle.
Yeah,
it's nice, actually.
It's nice. We physically met them as well, which
gives an actual personal touch to it as well.
Personal touch to it, it's brilliant.
They've done a fantastic job on how a game looks like we said, and also Frog, you also mentioned when we were playing it a similarity to Little Big Planet with the elements of foreground and background movement.
Which is really good. Obviously, the way it looks, and obviously you've got stuff in the foreground as well. So when you're running past, it gives this kind of better element of how it looks.
Things
you run
like,
past
things
the
like
trees.
Yeah,
exactly.
You run through a thicket of trees. The trees are in front of the character.
Yeah.
So you get glimpses of the character through the trees, but they're right at the front.
And with
these
graphical elements of the foreground, midground, and background, is that they're able to hide stuff as
Exactly.
well.
Yeah.
Which I really like. And I think when we were playing it together the other night, I kept running past stuff, and you were like, Rog, can we just come back a bit?
Treasure chest, please. We want the gold coins.
Oh yeah, I mean, I did.
You spotted one, didn't you?
Yeah, I spotted one this morning. There's playing with Frog on it. And both him and his dad went straight past this chest. I'm sat there bouncing outside its screen because I wasn't on voice comms. So he's like, excuse me, over here.
But no, it's overall the element of it is it feels gorgeous. I think, and what I like is actually the gameplay, like we said, integrates with the graphical style really well.
Yeah, suits it,
and it works with it. And they sort of like you said, they're not apologising it's 2D. Obviously, they shouldn't apologise that it's 2D. But what I like about it, they make a bit of a thing of it, and that's what I like about it. It gives that element of personality.
Oh, it's got a lot of personality, this game.
Yes.
So let's go on to gameplay. So it's a action 2D brawler.
Yeah, it's co-op action story brawler.
And most importantly, it's local co-op and online co-op.
Yep, you can even mix and match, as me and Carl have already tried. It works really well. Gameplay-wise, I've had relatives, Carl's mentioned my dad already on it, anyone can play it gameplay-wise. It's really good.
Are you finding the drop-in, drop-out system?
Yeah, we had to just go back to the main menu and re-invite people from there because that connects to your PSN friends list.
Yeah.
And then you can just invite people from there.
And you said that if you haven't previously played the first mission, if someone invited, so for example, me and you were playing
fresh
Frog,
copy of
and
the
we
game.
invited Carl, who hadn't played the first mission, we'd all play the first mission again, so you would then unlock the map.
Yeah, allows you to navigate and then go from there.
Out of curiosity, do you know how many levels there are?
Yeah, well, according to official statistics, as it were, we've got 30 levels of fun, mayhem, and madness.
Now, you've got on a lot further than I have. What point are you up to?
We're about halfway through. I think we're about 15, 16 level-wise. Going through various environments and stuff, so it's really good.
It does play out in a very similar sort of aspect to a lot of previous brawlers that you get through a stage, and then you have a boss at the end. How are you finding the bosses?
Yeah, bosses are good. It's that classic thing of initially, oh my god, what's going on? Because it's hectic and it's fun and you're trying to figure out the specific way. Me and Carl did the Northern Sea one earlier this morning.
See, I wasn't there with you when you did that. That looks chaotic.
It is, and it's kind of, there's this big, the big guy there, the North Sea, and this waves, and it's like, oh god, how do you hit him? And
he's beyond the background.
Yeah.
So that's the bit okay, how do I get him?
And of course,
you can't just hit him with your sword.
Rog might even put some footage up for you guys now, but the ship's dropping. There's
bombs
going off.
Absolutely mad.
And
it felt it. But there's the element of tactic there. There's that you just, I need to do this to get it here. Right, okay. And then suddenly all three of us are aiming to get this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like pile on moment.
Yeah, you end up sort of picking people up and throwing them left, right and centre.
I don't say one of my most favourite early bosses is actually the Black Cat.
Yeah,
the big chubby black cat, because he's hilarious. I think just what he's like when you're counting how many lives he's got.
Yeah, fluffy.
It's like oh, wait a minute, I lost it into Great Cat Wars.
Yeah, lost 2 in the thing, and then when he realised, he's like, "Oh God, I surrender!" It's just brilliant. And we'll get onto
we'll get on that.
But like for this specific boss fight, what you realise, and a spoiler in a way, but not so much, is that you have to figure out where the North Sea's going and get the bomb, and the water sprays up and then hits him.
That's what I like about it as well, is this element of tactical. It's not just hit the boss. There's an element of tactical workout. You have to work out what you need to do to be able to get it. If you want to
button mash, fine, button mash the minions. There's
you come to the bosses. That's what I mean. Like through the level, you are sort of button mashing a little bit to get through all, like say, like all the way up to the boss point. And this is where it takes a point where you have to go, hold on a minute. You're gonna have to think this one out just a little bit. Yeah.
Well, with Fluffy that you mentioned earlier, I noticed you were like, how do we hit him? And it wasn't until you realise that he's spitting out these hairballs, which is funny in itself, that you then use them to chuck it, and it knocks him off his thing, and then he's down, and you can attack him.
Pile on the cat.
Yeah, literally.
But like I said, take us through the element of... obviously, you pick up coins as you're going along, and this is your main currency within the game.
Yeah, exactly. And so, to kind of set the scene for you all, there's 4 main characters. We've got Gumborg, Sigurd, Hedgie, and Kakar.
I've got a slight feeling that Kakar is your favourite character.
Perhaps, but maybe I just like saying Kakar. So the great thing about these is they've all got their own kind of personalities. You've already mentioned your favourite was Sigurd.
Yeah, Sigurd. I love his run. I like with his little tentacle arm when he's running around.
Yeah, he's so carefree and happy.
He is. He's so joyful in his run.
And obviously, Carl, your favourite character?
Oh, Hedgie. He's absolutely nuts. I love his intro.
I love his one of his attacks actually.
Oh, the little spin at the
end.
And run and spin
really, really quickly.
It's like Sonic the Hedgehog with a knife.
Yeah, it's his charge square attack. That,
like you said, they've got such a personality between them. Your dad was playing as...
my dad really likes Gumborg, which is the one with the unicorn skull helmet.
Yeah.
She really likes treasure and loot and proper Viking.
Now, I like her attack with the stretch out of the arm, because it's like a grab and pull, but the opposite way around.
Yeah, you go towards them.
Exactly. Instead of pulling the actual enemies towards you, you grab them and pull yourself towards them, which is a nice role reversal for the attack.
Must be quite intimidating for them.
Yeah. With the size of it, yeah. But so through the game, as you're playing these characters, you're going through, and each character has a signature
move. Yeah. So, for example, in Kakar's case, she flaps the crow wings and it gives out a blast of air. Now, which can push them back. If you do it enough times, it can stun them, which obviously allows everyone to mash on. If you hold the individual characters down, in Kakar's case, it charges the aerial swoop attack, just like you'd see in any kind of bird of prey. So each character's got the main kind of sword attack as well as the charge. So you can charge up the standard attack and then charge the signature. Best example for that would be in Sigurd's case, the guy you like. If you just use triangle, he shoots out ink.
Yes, he does.
But if you charge it, as you know, it turns into this like almost wrestling move where the squid strike.
Notice as well, if you hold down triangle just a little bit longer, he fires the inkjet just a little bit further as well. So you like it's like a 3-element.
There's a halfway point.
Yes,
you can just tap it. You can hold it a little bit, or you can hold it and
does the
really
full waves his tentacles around.
And wangs them further, which brings us onto the other two gameplay elements. Your swords.
Yep.
The swords. There's 40 in the game. And they've got some right funny names, and they do all sorts of clever.
They're utter bad.
Some of them have special abilities.
Yes, indeed. So,
yes.
An example.
I picked up one last night, I think it was, when you were share playing it whilst I was still downloading. I had a cat on a stick, a cat tied to a stick. That was my sword.
I've seen that one, yes.
Which
is that the one with the where the black cat's licking?
Yeah, you get that later on.
Yeah,
it's his
brilliant.
Cat pop, I believe he calls them.
Yeah, but as you're swinging it around, it's sort of its little intro is the cat starts scratching the more it gets agitated. As you're swinging it around, you're hearing it meowing.
It's hilarious.
It is brilliant because we got to one scene that it was just nuts, enemies everywhere, and going away, mashing the attack button. And all you hear is meow, meow, meow. It sounds like a proper cat fight.
It's that element of personality to it again.
Well, like one of my favourite ones that you get from like a side quest that you can do is called Plague Near, and it's a dead rat. It's a dead rat. It's not a proper sword. It's a dead rat. It's it's hilarious. And that's got a special effect where the more health you lose, the faster you get a speed boost, basically. So I like that.
See, I was focusing on the one quite early on was I kind of go in all guns blazing quite often with these sort of games, and so I get hit a lot, and I hardly ever block. So the sword for gaining health when I hit them kind of comes in handy.
The skeleton Falchion, wasn't that?
That's the one.
Heals health for attacking.
That one. I kind of need a lot. I can't help it. I just run in. I'm like, there's enemies, and I'm like, oh yeah. And then quite often you said, oh, it's good. I'm still trying to time a block right, and I'm going, oh yeah, there's a block.
Yeah, gameplay. There's a block.
I must admit, I've been that bad as well, especially with Hedgie, who is
awesome.
Really fast.
Goes straight in, and because with the speed of his attacks, it's sometimes hard to judge those moments to block.
Oh, these just mash. Oh, block. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Big thing. Okay, I blocked that.
See, one thing I'd like to point out from a gameplay thing is it's not just a block. If you time it right, you can reflect the projectiles back at where they've come. Or, it can actually damage the person that's blocking. I don't think I ever even got
close to doing that.
Nope.
Well, there you go. So you've learnt something new. You're too busy having fun. That's why.
Going in head first.
The problem is now we're going to try it and die.
Roger, you're dead again. Yeah. Roger, stop it. Just do what you need to do.
Don't just block, attack,
But with these swords and everything, like you said, you can pick them up through side quests.
Yeah.
You can also get them after each chapter's over. You get a point that will allow you to spend the currency that you've collected, the gold coins through the game, and you'll be able to pick them up as you go along. Now, obviously, depending on which one you go for, they do vary in price.
They start off at about 200 as a base one. Mainly more just pure comical, you can have lollipops, you can have butterflies on sticks, I think even one of them's like a zombie arm and stuff, and then you can get onto ones that do more effects that might increase damage, or there's the skunk sword one that you can get that does damage over time. So there's lots of funny effects. I don't want to spoil too much for people because there's a lot in there.
But this also leads on really well to ruins.
The third part. So you've got your character. It's already got its own special abilities. You've got a sword. Customise that. Damage, in my case, speed up. Now you can customise your character a bit further. Hedgie, first of all, as Carl will tell you.
Yeah, that was an awesome rune. Picked it up very much. Oh, this could be useful.
What did it do?
Well, Hedgie's sort of unique ability.
His signature move.
That's the word I'm looking for.
He spits the
he spits a ring of like skeletons out, and they're explosive. So you get into a bit
You
of
can
a
use it
crowd
as a
control
shield. Yeah.
scenario, spit them out, everyone backs off a bit. If they
Explosions.
start coming in, explosions go off, they do get damaged.
But if you get this rune of skull healing,
Yeah. You spit the ring of skeletons out.
Yeah.
They're still damaging to enemies, so enemies run into them, they go bang, all the rest. However, any friendly, including yourself, who's within the ring of skulls, gets healed.
Oh,
and it is a pretty
adding
quick heal.
an extra element of co-op and strategic sort of element to it.
Yeah, it works really well, especially playing with
multiple people.
Yeah, Gunborg, whose her sort of special ability is this exploding herself sort of thing.
Flexplosion for anyone that's played the
you
game.
see the amount of muscles she pumps out.
She flexes, it gets bigger, it's bigger, and you're thinking, oh my god, it's like a set, and then boom!
I love it. Was it the last bit of it? You just see
the bottom
legs.
half's still there.
Legs and a stalk of a spine.
Now that's a double-edged sword because it's a powerful area thing, but it takes health off.
Yeah.
But what we combined it with when we were playing is this skull healing effect, and you heal them up.
Step into the skull, heals back up.
Now, of course, these are all your choice, of course, because you might go for a different room. But like in your case, with the squid tentacle grab, you can also for the co-op one, it allows it to grab allies as well. So it chucks it almost like everyone.
Ah, right. So I didn't get as far as to get to actually start.
So that can allow, you can get people out of trouble and then just grab them and chuck them. Obviously, you can do that anyway, which is a fun thing we'll get onto in a minute. But one of the other rooms you could get is when you grab them with that, it can apply an ink effect as well. So there's multiple ways to do it. Obviously, the one that's really useful for people like yourself that are dying is one that allows you to heal over time.
Yeah. So I mean, it has that element of giving your own personal sort of stamp on the character.
Yeah.
And choosing your own sort of would say loadout.
Yeah.
It's
like one of my favourites allows you to double jump. I know it sounds such a simple thing, but I love double jumping in any game, and it just allows. And when you combine that with an aerial attack, do more damage.
Now, all the way through this, obviously, we've talked about gameplay. We've talked about how the game looks, but all the way through this, as we've been talking, we're on about the humour.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so
a key mechanic that is so simple is you can grab each other.
Yep.
Right? But not one, not two, but three, because you can have up to 4 people.
Really tries to play on everything it does is it's done like really tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter if you're the smallest character picking up the largest character. It doesn't matter.
No.
And it's like it so emphasises
me playing
co-op.
as Hedgie, who is the smallest. He is a little fuzzball.
Yep.
Against sort of
Gunborg,
who's massive meathead of a character. Pick him up, throw him across the screen, no problems.
And not only that, when you pick them up, you can, if you hold it down, you can almost do like an American pitch fastball. So you can really charge into a load of them, or just go for height, and obviously if you stack, you can get more height and stuff. So
and you can actually attack as well if you're still on the top as well.
And perhaps the most unique reason for this, and you're thinking, all right, it's fun, but will I really use it other than just to get high up and get treasure chests? Well, we're talking zombies here. So when people die, there'll be a character and they'll become disembodied. So in my case, with Kakar, her head comes off, and your attack then is by spewing vomit. Now, she can't do it unless you get a rune, which you can get later on, which allows you to move disembodied for a bit, which is handy, especially if you die a lot. But your partners have to, help you pick up your head and either chuck it back on or pick you up. Or if there's more than one of you, one guy picks up your head, one guy picks your body.
Bring them together again.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
very unique.
It's so unique, and what I personally like with the humour and everything is actually the bosses. Like I know we mentioned bosses earlier, but the actual dialogue of them. And
it's so funny.
They're just so unique. And it's like
so modern as well.
When she comes out in the tub, and she's like, I'm trying to totally get with this guy in here. And it's like what part of you totally did? Obviously, she's not the boss of that.
This is with Loki, by the way.
Yeah, it's like just where you're going on. I'm like, then you realise he's Loki, and you're going, oh god, he's in trouble. and he's the baddie, and you're going, oh dude, dude.
You don't want to go there. No, trust me, don't. Oh,
the humour's very modern as well. I mean, you've got references to everything from Twitter, Instagram. There's even a comment where one of Fluffy says that they built it from a pack they got off Amazon.
Yeah, It's just it's generally I think the script writing is fantastic.
It's brilliant.
It's absolutely fantastic.
It's probably its best feature in a way.
The voice acting spot on, all the way.
Yeah.
And what I like about it is the voice acting blends well with how the game looks.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no sort of point where you think that doesn't fit, because when you see it visually and how it plays out, and with the voice acting, it's all at the right level.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
is.
It's all at the same
Nailed
humour
it.
level.
Yeah.
It's all at the same sort of element.
The voices fit the characters very well.
And it helps her own personality. Like, Kakar's a bit more of a kind of sensible one. Sigurd's quite polite, you know. Gumbog's almost childlike in her enthusiasm for pumping iron and beating stuff up. Hedgie just wants to bite and eat everything. You know, he liked eating brains before he was a zombie.
Like Carl says, when you see Hedgie for the first time and he just latched onto his arm.
Yeah, first thing you see Hedgie do is bite Odin.
And the statue is of Hedgie with an arm in his mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I said, like, the humour is brilliant. It's spot on. It nails it how it should be. It doesn't take itself too seriously.
The story starts basically out with Loki snatching Odin's eye, and basically your whole reason for going round and beating all these things up and the co-op brawling madness is to get this magic eye back. And as we'll all attest, I think the fun that ensues from there, really.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, the other thing is that I did have a go on my own. It doesn't have the same feel of the game playing it on your own.
No,
it's very much
it's harder
game.
in a way.
Which one is harder? But I find that the more fun comes from playing it with your friends or with other people online.
Yeah, it is a party game. It's one of those games that, you know, it'll lend itself to the Wii. It's that sort of idea. It's the, you know, get a group of mates, put it on.
Yeah,
brilliant.
It's a classic co-op brawler, isn't it? Really,
it is. It's not like I got to. I'm giving my own opinion. I probably wouldn't play it on my own as much unless you, like, for example, you coming on and go, "Do you want to play Zombie Vikings?" I would be straight on it to play it because I know I've got someone to play with.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be as tempted to play it on my own as much as I want to play with other people.
No.
Like, I got to admit, for this next Thursday, we're going to be doing a recording, hopefully in this next couple of weeks. We're going to be doing Zombie Vikings, because third Thursday is the idea that we all get together once a month, all the guys from Always Games TV get together, we play a video game.
Yeah.
And Zombie Vikings is perfect for it.
And I mean, likewise, if you've not seen, like, your mates or your family or whatever, anyone, it's a pick up and play. I mean, and the references are just so funny. They'll have people in tears with laughter. It's brilliant. The guys at Zoink Games.
Admittedly, we have got a strange sense of humour as well, which helps.
I guess that does help. But, like, there's movie references. There's references to social media. Quite a few of those, which are funny. You know, like one of the swords, I believe, is called like the Bikael May, which its side effect is killing blows, have explosions, as expected, referencing Michael Bay there and his fondness for explosions. So, you know.
It's basically, giving it all a rundown, it's a very light-hearted game. It feels nice. It runs well. There is actually a couple of issues such as screen tearing and a couple of frame rate drops, but
that's been an update, hasn't there, today?
Yeah, did it update today?
Yes,
right. So I know the Zoink Games did announce
gig.
Did announce it that they were working on that. So if that's out now, that's brilliant. Other than that, it runs smooth. It's spot on. I know we feel like we're really bigging it up and we're like, oh, God. It is a good game. It is a really good game.
Yeah.
And they've done an absolute cracking job on it. And a couple of DLC characters.
Yeah, there's 2 DLC characters at the first. If you've played Zoink Games' previous game, Stick It to the Man, Ray's back, but now he's called Ray Brajon, and he's a zombie.
Ray Viking.
But he's still back with the ghost arm, so you can attack and everything with that. And the second one is called Frost Brajon, and one of his special moves is spewing ice. So
he did actually. I saw him actually. I was quite tempted to pick him up.
Yeah,
because he looks quite cool.
So they fits, and they both fit well into it as well.
They don't look like they're going to stick out as sort of like they're going to look totally different. They blend well into what the style.
Yeah, and like definitely. If you played Stick It to the Man, Ray's not yellow; they've zombified him. So he's a proper zombie Viking now, you know, because he's got Brajon added to it. But yeah, it's really fun. Simple as that, really.
Basically, there's nothing more.
And share play works. So if you've got a friend and you're not sure. Get them to
That's a really good point, actually, on the PlayStation 4. Is the SharePlay does work, because there is a few games occasionally that still come out that don't work with SharePlay. This does.
I mean, Carl's first reaction once he'd played SharePlay, I think, was...
next thing I did, you know, when I came off the SharePlay, start downloading it.
That says it all, really, doesn't it?
It's one of those sort of games. It's good all-rounder. It works well. It runs nicely. It looks good. Great sense of humour.
Easy to pick up and play.
Exactly. Easy to pick up and play. Good for your family, good for your friends, local, online, spot on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're really bigging it up. All thumbs up from the Always Games TV guys.
The best bit is we've not even played with a full contingent of 4 yet.
No, we haven't got to the end of it yet.
3.
Yeah.
You know, we've had
the match we've had is 3 of us all online at the same time.
Ooh,
third Thursday. Bring on third Thursday. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at AlwaysGamesTV and like our Facebook page. And don't forget to check out our website, www.alwaysgamestv.com. And we will see you in the next First Impressions. Bye, guys.